General Motors has just changed the specifications of the new Silverado electric pickup truck. By the way, I prefer it over the F-150. There's some pretty good reasons for that. It's actually a better vehicle. It's made from the ground up to be an electric pickup truck. Now, what have they changed and why? Well, actually, these changes are really good. In fact, I'm impressed by what GM has done. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. I'm the Electric Viking. Great to see you. My name is Sam Evans and I'm coming to you from Melbourne, Australia. Welcome to everyone. Great to have you here on board watching the channel. General Motors, they need the Silverado electric pickup truck to work for them. They've got a lot of debt. They pay a lot more interest than, say, for example, Tesla does on that debt. Well, Tesla doesn't really have any debt. They've got $2 billion of debt. And, you know, I've got a video coming on the debt that Ford and General Motors have and comparing that to Tesla's position. It's concerning. Mary Barra has got to get this right. Now, the Bolt and the Bolt EV, they've made nothing on them. Of course, they'd make a loss on those cars. It's sort of like they're selling them as a public service to the community. Hey, here's an affordable EV. We're going to make a loss on this, but we're doing you a public service. That's what it kind of feels like to me. I mean, good on them for doing it. But realistically, General Motors needs to make a profit. The Silverado electric pickup truck, therefore, has been simplified. In fact, it's been improved in my opinion. Now, one way they haven't really improved it, I would say some people would argue, is choice. Choice will be significantly lowered when it comes to paint decisions. Now, I know many of you criticize Tesla. You say, oh, there's not enough paint colors. They just use only like 4 options. You know, this is disgraceful. I've heard that. I've seen it. But the thing is, right, General Motors have gone, you know what? That's a good idea. Hang on a minute. How do we save some money? How do we make money? Oh, hang on a minute. Yeah, making money is what we need to do. We need to make some money. So you know what? The Silverado is only going to come in 2 colors. What are they? White and black. That's it. 2 colors. Seriously, I kid you not. It's coming in only white and black. I think this is a good idea. The reason being, GM know they've got a massive amount of demand for this vehicle. They've got like 120,000 pre-orders. Frankly, I'm shocked. Ford F-150 electric pickup truck has a lot more pre-orders. Clearly, the Silverado is a better vehicle in terms of the specs. It's significantly better specifications. I mean, the midgate also makes this vehicle more practical. It's got a longer tray. In my opinion, it's just a significantly better vehicle than the Ford F-150. But clearly, people love Ford pickup trucks. You know, I don't know what the reason is that GM have, you know, about half the pre-orders that Ford have for the F-150. Maybe it's because it's currently available. Maybe that's the reason. I don't know. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. Now, GM have actually made some changes to the specs as well. In fact, they've updated the EV specs to match the GMC Sierra. Now, the Sierra Edition 1 had just sold out. I think it was sold out in about 10 hours. Maybe less than that. I don't know. But unfortunately, it was one of those situations where the Edition 1, they're not making many Edition 1s. They're only making 1,000 of them. That said, they are $107,000 US dollars each. It's not exactly cheap. So you can see there's a huge amount of demand for electric pickup trucks. People are willing to pay $107,000 US dollars for a vehicle they haven't seen, no reviews, no information to say whether it's good, and it's not going to be delivered until 2024. So yeah, that's a lot of money to pay for a vehicle that's who knows how long away, 18 months. The new Silverado EV now produces 754 horsepower, so it's increased by 90 horsepower. If this was a gasoline-powered truck, these guys would be marketing the hell out of this. They'd be saying, 90 horsepower increase. You know, this is amazing. 90 horsepower. Look at this, guys. The new V8's got 90 more horsepower. I mean, but no one really blinked an eye because these are the kind of crazy power figures we're seeing now. Now, the thing is, right, it's not suffering on range. I mean, they're saying it's got a 400-mile range, 754 horsepower, does 0 to 60 in 4.5 seconds, 785 pound-feet of torque. What more could you need? I mean, this thing's awesome. I personally still prefer the Cybertruck because I think it's much more practical. I know a lot of you don't, but I do. But this for me is a very close second. I love it. Now, the torque figure has been changed, but not for the better. It's come down by 5 pound-feet from 785 down to 780. But I'm sure no one's going to cry about that. That's still a hell of a lot of torque. Now, if you're wondering when the Silverado EV is coming, it's due in summer of 2024. The electric Sierra will launch in early 2024. Both of these trucks have a range of 400 miles. Max towing capacity, though, is 9,500 pounds for the Sierra and 10,000 pounds for the Silverado. Now, the Silverado, it's a no-brainer. You'd have to be a bit crazy to buy the Sierra. It's so much more expensive. I mean, the Silverado EV starts at $40,000 US. I don't know how GM are going to do that. Maybe they'll make one at that price. I mean, that's ridiculous. It's a massive vehicle for $40,000 US. It would be the bargain of the century if they really sell them for that price. Let's see if they do. Hopefully they do. You never know. Top spec. The top spec Silverado will cost $105,000 US. That's the absolute best model. The entry-level Sierra EV, it's going to start at just over $50,000. I believe $52,000 US. The top trim Denali is $108,900. Now that base model spec for $40,000 US, that will be the fleet-oriented WT. And there will be a well-equipped RST First Edition as well. I believe that will probably be the model that's $108,000. The all-electric pickup truck is based on GM's all-electric BT1 platform, and it utilizes GM's Ultium battery tech and GM Ultium drive motor technology. Production will kick off at GM's Factory Zero plant in Michigan next year. It's going to be built basically in the same factory where they're building the Hummer EV now. Now the battery pack, it has 24 modules or up to 24 modules, and it forms a fundamental component of the vehicle's overall structure. And it provides enough power for 400 miles. That's impressive in a vehicle this size. That's a lot more range than the Ford F-150 has. The other cool thing it has, bi-directional charging. You could power your house for a long time with a battery this big if you needed to, if there was an emergency, or if you simply wanted to use your battery to store a lot of energy from solar and then, potentially run your house off that battery in the car. You could do that. But there is one little drawback there. It's a lithium ternary battery. I mean, yeah, they're good and they're improving and they're getting better and they're getting longer and longer life cycles. But still, compared to a lithium iron phosphate battery, you're going to get about half the lifetime of use that you would. I think they should use lithium iron phosphate batteries in trucks like these because that'd be perfect to run your house on. You could not worry about, using it for battery storage for your house and discharging that battery constantly. It wouldn't be a big issue. Anyhow, back in July, GM said it has accumulated more than 150,000 reservations for the 2024 Chevy Silverado EV. So that's up from the original 110,000 back in February. So I've gone and researched this, made this video, realized that I was wrong on that 110,000 figure. It's now 150,000. And who knows? That's in July. It could be well over that now. It could be 200,000. We don't know. Now, 65% of reservation holders, General Motors claim, are Conquest customers. Probably coming from where? I don't know, maybe Toyota customers? I'd say so. Does Toyota have an electric pickup truck on the market anytime soon? Nope. So, good chance Toyota's losing customers to GM. Well done, GM. Congrats. Pat on the back. High five. I'm a big fan that you're doing that. Getting these Conquest customers from, I don't know, maybe from German automakers as well, potentially. Japanese automakers. More than likely. Who knows? Tell me what you think in the comment section below. Now, there's a study, though, that suggests that very few of these reservation holders actually intend on buying the vehicle when it becomes available. In fact, this study, which was posted on gmoauthority.com, says that only 20% of current reservation holders for the 2024 Chevy Silverado EV actually intend to purchase the vehicle once it goes on sale. This was according to a recent study conducted by market research firm Recurrent Auto. Now, to be honest, it was a pretty dumb study. It interviewed 200 people. 200. Who knows on the accuracy of this study? I think it's bogus. I think it's a joke. Frankly, honestly, if your number comes up and you're able to purchase one of these vehicles for, say, $40,000 to $80,000 US for a car, for a pickup truck this good, why wouldn't you? Seriously, the only reason I can think that you wouldn't is maybe you put in a pre-order for the Cybertruck as well, and maybe potentially for an F-150, and then once the delivery timeframes become obvious, you'll be able to decide which of those three you'll actually go through with and buy. That could be a strategy people are using, but I don't think that means that only 20% of people will actually go through with their purchase. I think it'll be closer to 50%, maybe 70%, but I could be wrong. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.